At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth. Our Golden Gophers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So North Carolina's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Now on second down after the good first down run. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Tar Heels are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 2nd down coming up. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Golden Gophers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throw now.
The play-action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the middle. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
Caught behind the line. It's Jones. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Johnson wants to throw it. Coming after it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Bringing it back, it's Spencer. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's a draw. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away.
Number 96 on to punt it away.
Fair catch called for and made. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The sure hands, it's Hampton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The hand to the running back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. They go to the draw. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Going for 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
They
just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? From the gun, the running back has it. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. 1st down here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Grosmer. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires a bullet to the right. Oh, look out, there he goes! Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Spencer. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Trying to get to it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Johnson wants to throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, sudden change situation. Got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
The Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He's got an open man. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Brosmer. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Golden Gophers have their offense in high gear. Trying to find his man on first down. Get him some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Keeps it on the bootleg. That's reeled in. It's Taylor.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Quickly complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to just keep throwing it. And they got him for the sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Spencer. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Back to pass, it's Brosmer. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barlow. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He's got it. Finding more yards with the spin move. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking for a man. It's Brosmer. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
He finds his man.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It's a draw. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Sometimes you think you've got a free play, and then you mess it up with a negative one.
And I get the aggressiveness. 3rd and inches, you know you can go for it on 4th down, but the defense wasn't fooled. They were ready, got the big sack, and now 4th down becomes a little more interesting.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Central Michigan is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Chippewas on the scoreboard. They're up by 24 over the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Brosmer. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And now on second down for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. On the run, it's Hampton. He's loose at the 15. Oh, look out! He's at the 40. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to the right side. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They move the tight end all over. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll run play action. Quickly complete. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Johnson looking to throw. He's got it on the move. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The offense lining up for a first down play. To throw, it's Brosmer. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.